Yo, what up? How is it going? Welcome to a Wednesday stream. How's it going, everybody? What up? Hi. Tagged in Discord. I'm gonna go eat dinner. Come back later. See you, Titch. Thanks for tagging on Discord. Appreciate you. I didn't forget about you again. I'm just moving some things around and haven't had time yet. What up, Sparta? To link up with you. Yo, what up, Ben? Ramses or Artemisia for open field? Both. Either. Both of them are fantastic. Ramses has a bit more utility for rallies and stuff. Artemisia better for garrison as well. Open field, they're both fantastic. Both very good. Let's get some music in the background and get this show rolling because we got a bunch of things to do today. We got to send some gatherers after hunt a couple of barbs, but before all of that, we're going to open the legendary tavern keys today. We have 80 of them, which we've acquired naturally without spending a single dime throughout the KVK. There's still 4 more free openings to go, give or take. But this is what I got from pretty much not spending anything onto the keys. And we did, though, spend every duplicate we got every day into keys. So, yeah. Gilgamesh, Nebu, or Ramses Nebu best for open field. They're both, you're pretty much calling both this. They're pretty much both the same with the exception that Gilgamesh is a little bit more, he does a lot more single target madness, including the debuffs for health and a lot of buffs on your own archers. You're pretty much going equal with those two, give or take. Each has their own different characteristics per se. My man Ramses has a lot of archer bonus attacks, attack like crazy. A little bit of skill damage reduction, but I believe so does Gilgamesh, who I don't know why I'm scrolling down because we already unlocked them. We spun yesterday, 60 spins. Where is he? Right there. We have a skill to upgrade. He's more of a health than attack bonus, although he does have the 20% here. And other than that, he's strictly health reduction, health buffs. My other dude, Ramses, has a lot more attack buffs. So it's a matter of what you're looking to stack. You can play both on the open field really well, and you can actually, technically speaking, the best open field march would be would be Gilgamesh Ram. Or Ram Gilgamesh, because then you're actually doubling up on your single target damage. The problem is then you're a single target damage march instead of of what Nebu offers, which is a little bit of AoE. That way you do more damage on the field. We have Marauders tomorrow after reset. Nice. That's cool. That's gonna be fun. Kinda. Where we at? You. Nebu or Ram for YSG? Oh boy. Probably Ram over Nebu. Probably Ram. I mean, Nebu YSG, you're gonna be yoinked before you even know what the heck is going on. Double the AoE. People are gonna see that. People are just gonna swarm the life out of that. Little bit of, not that much tankiness on those commanders, and so you're really looking at a big burst of damage in AoE, but then a very quick cleanup in Archer Isle once they realize that you're that kind of a squishy. Yeah, they're both single target damage commanders, right? So you're gonna kind of double down. Either you double down on 2 single target damage commanders so that way you buff, debuff, and do all that. Alright, Jace. I know you're a troll and all that, but I'm not gonna have that in this chat. If you're gonna keep doing that, then you're gonna probably find yourself muted eventually. Yeah. I've given you plenty of opportunities. This is not... If you're gonna become a Linnards 2.0, then you might as well not be here. Also, is it bad that I'm investing in Saladin now since XY is available? It depends. Hey, Saladin is fantastic at 5551. I wouldn't go anything beyond that. Saladin is such a utility commander for cavalry that I would say that it's always good to work on him. Again, it's a matter of what you're trying to do. Free KVK of 2070 starts after reset. I know. It's gonna be fun. Although I'm pissed, man. I got the monthly bundle on the big account. I was very happy with it because we got material bundle, and the material bundle is very, very, very good now, especially because you get the crystal keys plus a bunch of materials. But on the jumper, I got like training speed ups, and while that's nice, that's not what I'm looking for. I really wanted that material monthly bundle. I would have honestly preferred it on the jumper than here. Not that I'm complaining that it's here, but that jumper account needs to get that legendary infantry suit going if I ever want to have a chance at potentially trying to get Pakal. Yeah, Gucci, I think that Saladin William will forever remain a thing as a good thing. It's not necessarily going to be meta, but it's going to be a good thing. Guan Alex is a fantastic march that'll probably for months and years now. It's been amazing. Guan Alex, Ramses is a good one, and then a secondary for it. It just depends what you got. Saladin, you're going to need either a primary or a secondary for it. It depends what you're trying to do with it. Do you think Pakal Herald need a Horn of Fury with them or Ring and Dagger? It really depends. You know, I don't think that that the accessories is what I'm really, really worried about. It's more like everything else around them. Dagger for tanky marches, Horn for damage marches. Agree, disagree, disagree. Very much disagree. You can't label like trying to label a accessory for a specific like march type is not the way you want to look at it. You need to look at the commander that you're using it with. So Pakal Herald are very low damage, so I would not put a ring on a Pakal personally. I think that even though you have nice skill damage and whatnot, they're fairly weak in that sense. What they do great is that they're very tanky and they're extreme counter attackers. I would bank on the counter attack more than I would bank on the skill damage on Pakal Herald personally. To the point where some of the better Pakal Heralds that I have seen actually rock the where is it? The Vengeance. Which is also one reason I got it, for the record. They rock the Vengeance, and it actually does very, very good. Nah, Gucci, you're fine. You're fine. Everybody has their ups and downs. All's good. Saladin 30 to 50% 5-second slowdown is pretty nice, especially if you're in a murder ball focused on march speed. Yeah, but I don't, you know... Unfortunately, like Rise of Kingdoms has changed. Let's put it this way. The person that really, I would say the signature of the word murder ball would be Ronnie. Ronnie was always the guy who had the crazy murder ball and the theory of having your murder ball around. The problem with a murder ball nowadays is that you will not, it's very rare where you will find your own murder ball being able to be as effective, because in most cases where you're going to be on the open field, there's going to be a lot of them and a lot of you. So back in the day, it was much easier for your murder ball to be effective because the open field fights and open field presence and open field meta was very different. Nowadays, I think that the murder ball concept is less important, and I think Chiskel is the one that hit it on the nail on the head very well, where he said that he personally is focusing more on AoE than he's focusing on single target murder ball type of thing, because at the end of the day, he finds himself surrounded by bajillion enemies while they have bajillion allies around, and his murder ball, single target murder ball, is not as effective as having massive AoE that just damages everyone around non-stop. So, but that is a concept that you can get to once you're spending enough and you have all the commanders to be able to choose to make your murder ball AoE type. I coined the term murder ball. I don't know about all that. It's between you and Ronnie. I'd flip a coin between the two of you. But if you say so. I definitely think that you are the one who is pioneering the AoE over the murder ball, though. I'd give you Honey Badger. That I'll give you. I'm good, Chiskel. How about you? I'd flip a coin between the two of you. Just because there is no real proof to go out there and because Ronnie's been doing the murder ball stuff way before any of us really even considered that, per se. But again, I might be completely wrong. That's how I see it. I definitely think that you were the one who pointed out correctly that the open field meta changed from back then to now. And I did it in the video. He might have done it in the stream. I'm really not going to argue over this. If you say so, I'm not. It's okay, take the credit. Sure. I guess. I don't know. I hear it more from Ronnie than I hear it from you. That's why I said it. But if you say so, I guess. Apologies. Because AFK murder ball is silently nerfed. Don't hit back now when it's hit by AoE. That's what I'm saying. AoE nowadays is the king. And again, Chistel's the one who first pointed that out in the latest and greatest open field meta. So I think that the people who stay with that unfortunately, because a lot of people follow Ronnie a bit more, which is not a bad thing in Chiskel as well, obviously, but a lot of people for a very long time considered Ronnie to be like the tip of the spear type of thing because of all the kills he has and because of all the streams where he gets 50 million kills and whatnot. But again, I think that Chiskel definitely has the better understanding of the open field meta shift that happened throughout time. And he kept up with it a lot more. While I think that Ronnie, to an extent, stayed back on the single target murder ball thing. And in the playstyle that he plays and in the scenarios that he finds himself, apparently it works out a little bit better. But in the new meta, you can clearly see open field fights are like hundreds of marches out there. What's up, EQ? Hundreds of marches out there. And then the single target is less significant. Do you think a Delta Kid is still worth in 2021? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Noble. Absolutely. I think that anyone who wants to get easy... All right. Let's explain it too. You know what? Is a Takeda the most important, strongest march in the game? Probably not. Why? Because the Takeda is extremely single target. However, it's also fantastic when it gets swarmed, so it has that little counter to that single target. The reason Attila Takeda will reign supreme pretty much forever, kind of like the same thing with Guan Alex in terms of infantry, with a slight exception of Pakal Herald, which I'll explain in a second. Attila Takeda is your #1 kills fetcher, okay? Unfortunately, a lot of this game has shifted into stats. You have a report of Gilga against Zeno. Tons of reports. Tons and tons of reports all over the place. I've been getting them by the bucket loads, and if you still have any to send me, you're welcome to send me some. I'm retaining my position, and I know that I'm right. But anyway, I might be wrong, and I might have to come up on a video and say, hey, I was wrong. But I still think that my analysis on the future of Garrison and rallies it will remain. But anyway, the reason Attila Takeda will reign supreme is very simple. At the end of the day, you are being rewarded for stats. You're being rewarded for getting 30 million kills. You're not being rewarded for contributing to your team. You're being rewarded at the end of the day for getting the stats. When you try to get into a kingdom, they look at your stats. When you try to get the easiest coin to get in KVKs, it requires kills. And so Attila Takeda will always be the biggest killer in this game. You can get out of your city, tap someone next to your city for even 2 seconds and pick up stupid amounts of kills. T4s, T5s, T6s, T7s, T50s. It doesn't matter. They're just insane, severely wounded march. And so even if you're a free-to-play player, the easiest way to get kills is Attila Takeda. if you don't have Attila Takeda, getting those 30 million kills is actually so much harder. And I'm telling you this, not as a person who doesn't have Attila Takeda on one account and does have Attila Takeda on the other account. And Attila Takeda got me 10 million kills in like half an hour, 40 minutes worth of playing Kingsland on that. One Kingsland that I played on that account. I got 10 million kills faster than I've ever gotten kills in my life. And on this account, I had to work to get to 30 mil. So, in my opinion, Attila Takeda will forever reign supreme because what they do is they add stats to you and they kill stuff. It doesn't matter that the new archer counters Attila Takeda's healing. What does it matter? And you don't target the new archer. You target the Pelagius on the field. You target the Ramses, the YSGs. You target the Artemisia Tamarises, and you get like 20,000 severely wounded to your 1,500. It's ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. Accurate to say Attila Takeda kills more on the open field than AoE commander Nebuguana. Oh yeah, that's not even a question, Pure. That is not even a question. That's 100%. It's 100%. You need T5 caps, right? No. Attila Takeda still trades positive against Gilgamesh in the field. Yup. I'm telling you. Attila Takeda, kill machine. It's straight up your stats that everybody looks at, right? Like, everybody looks at my... Like, I've literally got a comment lately, right? That goes, Gecko, I like to watch your videos and all, but you having 1.2 million killed, it's like, that's despicable. I'm like, homie, you realize that I had like 200k until 2 KVKs ago, right? But that's not the point. People are looking at these stats and looking at stature of those stats, right? And I'm like, okay, just get Attila Takeda, get those stats. That's all you need. The second pair that you really, really, really want to have, Attila Takeda and Pakal Herald. You get Pakal Herald and Attila Takeda, you're going to be banking kills. You are going to be milking the game for kills. However, you will need to invest in infantry equipment and cavalry equipment as much as you can. It's unbelievable. Charles Alex with Herald is how Attila Takeda or Charles Alex with Herald. Charles or Alex with Herald is how you rush up kill points. I think that Pakal Herald. Okay, check this out. I was gonna make a video about this, but then what happened. So I kind of didn't want to. But you know what? I'm gonna show this to you guys anyway. 1 second. Let me show you something. And this is not like a one-time thing. Okay, this is not I can show you tens of these. Okay, and 1 second. I need to find the PM. So give me a second. I know you guys aren't seeing anything. I'm scrolling through my PMs. One second, chat. My man Inf from 122. Shout out to Inf. I see the PM from him. Good guy. I like him a lot. Here we go. All right. I'm going to show you one, okay? I'm going to show you one. But this is one of... Oh, battle expired. Or report expired. RIP. Okay, I guess. I can't show it to you. Easy has a Pakal Herald with very good set of equipment, okay? What Easy would do all KVK long is he would straight take his Pakal Herald and walk into the enemy. It doesn't matter that they know it. They still all swarmed the life out of it. They swarmed the life out of it. And Easy would trade 410 T5s, and that's like crazy good, right? Against a swarm of... And I wish I had screenshotted the reports. I don't have them anymore. They expired. The man goes in and gets a 50 swarm on him and trades positive. And I'm not talking like 1 for 1. In some scenarios, he's trading 4 for 1 and 5 for 1 and 3 for 1. And it's ridiculous. Attila Takeda, you attack. Pakal Herald, Go into the cloud and wait, because people will swarm it, knowing that they shouldn't swarm it, knowing that they're gonna get wrecked. They still swarm it. Pakal Herald is just so stupid. It's crazy. Now, for the record, because my man Chiskel said Charles or Alex with Herald is very good, I think I'm gonna expertise my Herald in 2070. And even though I might not end up getting Pakal, I'll still expertise him and use him with Charles and keep Alex for Guan, and then do 2 infantry marches. I think that's gonna be the play, because I spun for Herald 3 times 184 back then, and then now there's another wheel coming up, which I guess I'll spin 184 one time, and that'll put us at like probably like a 5551 or something like that. And I'll spend the extra sculptures, and when Pakal comes, then we'll get Pakal too if we need to. Alex Herald. Do I break apart Alex from my Guan though? I don't know what to do with Guan if I put Alex with him. I kind of feel like Charles, the base counterattack. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking Charles with Herald will be the trick, and then Guan Alex will still reign supreme. Because is Herald better because of AoE than CJ? Herald is better than CJ in pretty much almost anything you want. AoE, counterattack. Like, I truly don't. I think that CJ, if you ask me, CJ is currently a Leonidas. He is a sleeping agent. CJ has right now a little bit of lesser usability per se. At this point in time. But he is a hidden gem. I think that the next infantry commanders will really, really highlight his capabilities, and or they will free other commanders that will work well with him. So Leonidas was the same thing. People slept on Leonidas for a very long time because Guan Alex was just stupendously good. It was just stupendously good. But then when Herald came out, Alex Herald became interesting, and then people are like, what do we do with our Guan? Maybe I get Leo. And then they're like, holy crap, Guan Leo is amazing. And so I think that CJ is going to be the same case. I feel like CJ will be pretty much that story. And so I want to give you guys another perspective really quickly. And I really want you to keep an open mind for a second, because a lot of people just don't take this in account. And this is why, for the record, as much as I appreciate people who do simulations and all that, simulations are raw data that does not take into account human factor, lag, and any other things that are how's it called? Differential variables, which means they consistently change. You cannot account for all variables in simulations. On paper, a lot of commanders are great against some commanders, but due to the fact that we're not on paper, we're in real life, a lot of things are a bit backwards. This is why I'm still telling you that I have no doubt in my mind that majority of garrisons in the next KVKs will remain Xeno YSS, because people are still conditioned to cavalry rallies, cavalry open field over cavalry garrison, and that's human behavior. You're conditioned in your brain to do this. It's not because it's better or because it's worse. The other catch is that Jadwiga Saladin, Jadwiga YSS, or Amanitore, whatever the heck you do with her, will require full cavalry and or full archers, while Xeno YSS allows you a little bit of flexibility for mixed troops. So if someone fell asleep in the flag while you're trying to switch from Amanitore or from YSS, Xeno YSS to Jadwiga, then you're pretty much screwed. And you're gonna be like, oh, well, they shouldn't be AFK. Well, I'm kicking them from the alliance and then they'll leave. Yeah, right. Good luck with that. We all know that happens. I'm gonna use an example, right? My man Chiskel in the chat right now, okay? He's streaming himself fighting, okay? But then the live stream fairy calls him and she's like, listen, I need your help with Chisco Mini for like 30 seconds, okay? So he's like, guys, I'll be right back. I have a family thing I need to take care of for 30 seconds. Extremely legitimate, extremely plausible scenario, right? And then in those 30 seconds, a rally comes and an attempt to switch commanders happens and went to hell. And so, again, the human factor is the most important factor in this game. And majority of people who follow simulations and data forget about the human factor. And that is what kills. And so I still think we're going to see a little bit of Jadwigas because we still see them here and there. I think we're going to be seeing some Amanitore garrisons here and there. But I definitely think that Xeno ISS will remain the prime. I definitely think that XY Chandra will be more of an effective rally than Pakal Herald and Gilga. And the reason for that is just simply Pakal Herald with infantry garrison will just kill everybody's infantries and game over. And Gilgamesh and any other archer rally will be very, very useful once you fully own the field. And in nowadays in KVKs, it's very come and go. You might own the field for a little bit and then you don't own it anymore. And so it's gonna keep shifting. XY Chandra will be the flagship for pretty much anything. And Pakal Herald will be used when you don't own the field, but you do want to cause damage. And archers will be when you own the field and you fully control the situation and now you want to punish. At the end of the day, we're all conditioned to use cabs. That's what it is. That's a majority of people use cabs, even though they have tons of commanders out there. Can you show me some archer equipment for mixed legendary epic pieces? You can kind of do what I did. I banked a little bit more on attack, so that may have been a mistake. But I think that this, in terms of archer and epic and legendary mix, I think that this is pretty solid. There are others that say that you can potentially change this and not put this and put like something else and put the gloves. I kind of felt like this was the better approach. But again, there are different ways to skin a cat, right? There's not one way to skin the cat. And so when I'm banking on more attack, I'm going this way over the extra defense and extra tankiness per se. Yeah. Okay, buddy. Rip. Refinement system BS. Whatever, bruh. Use Saladin Alex mixed and destroy people and get destroyed by people. I don't know why you're using cavalry and infantry and mixed troops. Like, good luck with that. Like, this game has not been mixed troops, even though we've tried and begged for many years. It'll never be either, because it doesn't look like Lilith are really paying attention to that, the concept of mixing troops, which is really sad. It's really, really sad. I'll tell you this, and we're gonna go spin the wheel next. I'll tell you this: in Lords Mobile, there is literally a thing called the optimal ratio. And when you rally, because there it's 5 commanders and not 2, when you rally, you have 226, 442, 152, 334, and you think I'm talking right now like football/soccer setups, but it's not. Infantry, cavalry, archers in those mixes, and it depends what kind of mixed commanders are on the garrison, and the mixed garrison that's in there, you send the correct ratios. So I believe that, what was it? 253 was like the most supreme one because of whatever the heck. I haven't played the game for years, but it made it so much more interesting when your presets were not like, oh, I'm sending full cavalry. Oh, I'm sending full infantry. Like your presets were like 532, 224, or 244, 334, and you would literally have to be very careful as to what you're sending ratios wise and keep an eye on the ratios. That made the game so much more exciting. The fighting was so much more intricate. But there you also had formations being in which order those troops would stand and attack and or defend, and based on that they would also prioritize each other. But Ramses or Gilga with YSG for the open field? I'd go with Ramses personally. Unless you don't have them. If you don't have them, then it's a different story. Then the question is what else you have beyond YSG. Does anyone know how to set up my YSG skills? Yes, Omar. You put him as secondary. You don't put him as primary. You hide him as a secondary. Anyone who sees a YSG little icon on the field, straight guns at him. You want to hide him behind a primary. What do I think about these marches? Juan Leo, Alex, Harold, Trajan, Ethel, Ramses, YSG, Saladin, William. I like it. I like it. I really do. Man, if you had a Tamaris, in that mix and you sacrificed the YSG AoE for that Ramses Tamaris, that could have been kind of nutty. Nebu YSG, not good, not great, but good for both. Meh. Not a fan. Not a fan. I still think Trajan is good. I just got him to 5551. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. D-Crass. Forget about what people say. You need to stop paying attention to what others think. I'm seeing Trajans all over the map. It's fantastic. You should expertise him, though. 5551 is not... like, it's good, but it's not, like, there yet. This is what I have for the field. Nebu YSG, Attila Takeda, Saladin, William, 5551s, Guan Alex. What do you think I should work on next? I have Artie and Zhang Yu. Okay, first of all, I would move that Nebu away from YSG and put Artie instead, if anything. That's what I would do personally. I think that Nebu primary with a YSG, you're asking for people to swarm the crap out of you. Is this where the sexy people hang? I mean, I'm on the screen, so I guess not. But I guess you guys are the sexy people. Max, Alex, YSG, Saladin in KVK3. Who next, please? What do you want to do, Richard Clark? 2 questions. What do you want to do? And how much money do you spend? Max Saladin, bad idea. Should have left him at 5551, but coulda, shoulda, woulda, right? I like Trajan. I like him so much. Put 5 marches on him every time I see him on the field. Yeah. Well, while you do that... No! Tim the Tapman moved too? No! No way Tim moved. Oh my god! They're breaking the game. They're breaking the game. Poor Twitch. Twitch are screwed. Open field low spender. I would start hoarding. I would start hoarding sculptures and hoarding and get Attila Takeda next, because quite frankly, if you're gonna be an open fielder and you're gonna be looking for kills and you're a low spender, get that Attila Takeda going. Yes, he did. That's wild. Yeah, I saw your retweet right now. Who are those names? 2 of the biggest streamers on Twitch. That's wild. Fwiz is like a god. Fwiz is just ridiculous. Oh, Twitch is dead. He had Logan contracts expire, right? Both of them had contracts with Twitch, but contracts expire. Contracts straight up expire. All right, let's spin the wheel, boys. Spin the wheel. Been dreading it enough. For the record, for the 400, for the 50%, I landed on the 8. So just saying, maybe this wheel is gonna be a complete junkyard. But let's see where we stand right now and start spinning. Lyric is 100%. His contract is up. Summit's contract is up. Cloak's contract is up. Everybody who is what's managed by Loaded. I think that's their management company. Everybody who is managed by Loaded, all their contracts are up. Every single one of them. I think it was Loaded that's their yeah, it is. Everybody who is under Loaded is pretty much gonna make this move. If the way it looks, everybody who is under Loaded management is gonna move for to YouTube. And if Summit moves to YouTube, it's game over. If Summit moves to YouTube, that's game over. Ooh, that's a good yoink. All right, so we have 0 sculptures. 1339. Well, we'll probably skip the animation. That's not fun. Shroud's unloaded. Is he moving? Shroud is a different story because Shroud renewed contract with Twitch after he moved from Mixer. So I'm assuming a multi-year contract on him is going to be a bit longer than the rest of them who were in Twitch all this time. Fresh Killer. Twitch doesn't have so much DMCA drama. YouTube will not allow it. You realize that I was streaming and playing copyright music, and YouTube told me, we recognize you're playing copyright music. If you don't stop it, we might have to shut down your stream, right? It's not Twitch has DMCA issues. Twitch allowed this to happen for many years and people got accustomed to it. On YouTube, if they're not going to get DMCA strikes before YouTube, because YouTube will shut them down before they get that DMCA strike. Anyone? Scar with the $5 super chat says, good luck with the wheel. Thanks, Scar. Appreciate that. Guys, for the love of everything, for the love of God, please stop telling yourself stories. It's like the people who made up the story that the reason I didn't go with Squad, and for the record, this is a real thing. People made up a story that I didn't go with Squad, or that I didn't want to go with Squad because I was more loyal to Yosh than I would be to Squad. And a lot of people who moved with Squad believe that that's the reason why I stayed and why they didn't invite me. The reason, and that is because someone made up this story and made it seem like it's real. For the love of God, skipping the animation will not change the result. It's literally, the code behind it isn't like, oh, he skipped animation, we'll give him better luck. This is UI. The code behind is called probability fair. It's gonna run regardless of UI, open eyes, close eyes, put tinfoil hat on, use a different device, different times. All that is all BS. It's all stories you're telling yourselves in your head to feel better about why you got better or worse spins. Nothing affects it. Nothing. Not even how many people already got good spins and therefore you'll get bad spins. Nothing. I promise to you, nothing affects it. And if you still believe it, well, that's your problem. Which platform do you think it's better, easier to stream in? Better, YouTube, hands down. Easier, Twitch, hands down. You guys are out of your minds. All right, boys, here we go. Bam. Hit us with something good to start off, baby. Come on. Of course. For the record, we're going to hit that tile a bajillion, trillion, quadrillion times. We're going to get tons of building speed ups today, just so you know. And food and all that good stuff. Sculptures? Definitely not. Unbelievable. Like, my best friends are this, and that. But this is still okay. I usually land on this and this like no one's business. It's about to go down. One sculpture, 5 spins in. Unbelievable. Come on, boys. All right. Our first Gilga of the night. Make the dude, you son of a... Thank you. Yes, boy. Let's go. And then we hit... Let's go. I'm going to be happy with 8. I'm going to be happy with what we got. But you for those building speeds. Look at that. But hey, I'll take it, baby. I will take it. Hell yeah. Heck yeah. Here we go. Keep going. Keep that streak going. Okay. We good. I'll take the 8. A couple of 8s here and there. Oh, come on, boy. Don't be doing me like this. All right. At least one Gilga to kind of like make us feel better about ourselves. Because so far, 11 heads and 15 spins is ouch. A big boy ouch. Gold heads. I'll take the gold heads. Gold stars I cannot care any less for. But that I'll take. I got 6 times 8 last time I got lucky. Whoo! I get 6 times stars. And you want to see something crazy? Let me show you something crazy. We absolutely and completely and utterly, definitely, most 100% totally need more of this. Anyway, let's go back to spinning. See, I closed it and I reopened it. Now, Illuminati confirmed. I'm about to hit 5 times 8 because I closed and reopened it at the 8 at a quarter of an hour, and therefore the drop. Look, it's gonna be like insanely better. Insanely better. We're about to hit like 60 sculptures. Oh no, well, it's okay. It's a mess up in the system. I mean, I'll take this. This is very nice. Very nice. This makes it worth it. This is nice. It's okay. But with that, it becomes good. Keep going. 13 Gilgamesh, 3 gold heads so far. Of course, the gold stars. We want the gold stars, right? Oh my god, the research speed ups. I'm about to murder a kitty. Stone for the stone. Okay. 15 Gilgameshes, 30 spins in, 3 gold heads. My goodness gracious. Give me those stars, yo. I need them. Well, you can have them if I could transfer them. Heck, I would give them to you for free. Go have them. Just leave me be with those stars. Okay, I want Gilgamesh to kind of make us feel better about ourselves, because this is abysmal so far. 16 sculptures. Ugh. 360 the chair. Shot gives 100%, and a shot gives 100% chance for an 8. Yeah. I don't know about all that. But I like what I'm seeing here. Hit me with the 8 to end this. Okay, well, 3 gold heads. I'm not going to complain too much, although that's 1,200 gems a pop, which is very meh. Now, we're past Value Town, okay? We're past Value Town. Value Town has officially been crossed once we hit 100. From here on out, anything beyond that is just pain. That's Decras, that's shekel, Israeli shekel. From here on out, we're in pain mode, looking to scrap the bottom of the barrel and hope and pray for some luck. Because the value stopped at 100. Now that, for example, is very nice. Make that 2 of them. I'll take it, baby. Okay. All right. Hit me with an 8 to close this beauty. All right, stars. That is what we want. So far, we're still cruising through Value Town. Kinda. It's all right. Well, really, the only reason you keep going, you son of a... The only reason you keep going is because you need the heads, really. And as much as it's not effective and it's expensive and it's not worth the gems and all that, when you need the heads, you need the heads. And then you pay whatever on earth you gotta pay to get them, essentially. Come on, baby. And we're not gonna hit the 8th. I mean, building speed ups is like our freaking surname at this point. Oy vey. Make that the 20th Gilgamesh we pick up and 10 generics out of 60 spins. Can we make it a little bit better? Saying value, no luck. Oh, definitely no luck. It's all about luck at this point. You're looking for, hoping and scrapping the barrel, you son of a... For value, but clearly that ain't existing. You son of a bitch. I hope... Gilgamesh, I hope you get COVID and get extremely sick, but then get better, because I wouldn't wish anyone to die from COVID. That's messed up. My goodness. We spun 60 times, pulled 20 Gilgameshes, 10 legendary commander sculptures, and the bonuses. So 20 legendary commander sculptures, 35 Gilgamesh. Ugh. Out of 60 spins, which is not terrible. It's not amazing, though. That puts our Gilgamesh right around 5,000 with 20 sculptures, and maybe tomorrow to 5,200 or something like that. Thankfully, we have him covered on sculptures. However, I am not going to rush to expertise him just yet. What's my opinion on the Soroli change? Rest in peace, Soroli. Although, if you think about it, okay? Before that, the Soroli changes were that you would get potential luck to get some of these. Okay? And you would mostly get this. This is why I have thousands of the greens. Majority of the time you'd get this. Very rarely you'd get this. And very, very rarely you'd get these. And so now it changed it to either getting random chests of legendary equipment or keys. Those keys can be translated to materials. If you ask me, my personal preference, I prefer the materials over crying a river for opening whatever the heck amount of chests I opened from Ceroli and seeing that they're all greens and blues and completely useless. Now you either get crystal keys or one of the random legendary chests. And so the crystal keys at least can give you a chance on materials. So I don't know if I prefer it per se. I would definitely say that they need to increase the ratios. So that you have the chance of getting between 1 and 3 keys instead of either 1 key or 1 choose them. If it's real, oh my god. Nano, oh my god. Oh my god. Alright. Let me explain to you how RNG works. Better yet, let me explain to you how probability works. Probability fair works, okay? Because no one cares. I'll get rid of you in a second, but yeah. But before I get rid of you, let me explain to you a little bit of how math works, the concept of RNG. RNG doesn't mean every single option has the equal probability of dropping. If you take a look at here, and then you go look at the little tab called probability, okay? Go to the gold key. Look at probability. You will see these numbers right here. Now, how do I know this is probability fair? Because of the amount of decimals in here. The amount of decimals in here is standard for probability fair, which is 5 decimals. Hence what you're seeing. Standard probability fair works with 5 decimals. You can bring it up, by the way, to a lot more than that, but it makes it very complex. Probability fair, think about a board, okay? And that board has, I guess, wait a second. Let's play this game. A little bit of an education time on probability fair, because clearly it's needed. All right, boys and girls, it's time to bring out the paint, okay? Think about probability fair as all of this. Oh, about the Ceroli key, sorry, I don't know. No, I'm over to time you out anyway. You asked a legitimate question there. But anyway, look. This is 100%, okay? Oh my goodness gracious. This is 100%, okay? All of this. Now, you have, I'm just throwing you a number, okay? Don't go crazy. You have a 50% chance on hitting green commanders. From 0 to 50, it's green, okay? Now, you have a 20% chance to hit blues. From 50 to 70, you get blues. I'm just throwing you out random stuff out there, okay? You have another 20% chance on purples and 10% chance on golds, okay? So, from 70 to 90, you get purples, and from 90 to 100, you get golds. RNG will now flip a coin we'll throw a number between 1 and 100 with 5 decimals. Wherever you land, that's what you get. Okay? So that means if the RNG was 48.72657, you're within 0 or 50, you're going to get greens. If the number is going to be 70.22265, then you're going to be between 70 and 90. Therefore, you're going to get a purple. That's how probability fair works. Okay? This is why you have, if you look, the thing that Lilith doesn't do, and they don't need to because it makes no difference for us, is we don't know where, and they do this on purpose. We don't know where on the board these probabilities are. So what they do to make it even harder is that they make it from 0 to 786288, the legendary commander. And then the next number, they take like this, and put it right next to it. So I did it in a sequential way, but they can place them anywhere they want. And if you put it in a sequential way, it's a little bit easier to be able to predict what you get if you know what the seed number that you're getting is. But the reason you can actually see this, right? That the probabilities are different. So you can see that you have increase, 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 decrease, increase, increase, decrease, increase, increase, decrease, increase in the numbers, right? The reason for that is that they mix the numbers so that it's not as sequential, and that way you cannot predict which number you landed on previously, and therefore try to create patterns. That's not a nice theory, Namo. It's a fact. It's a fact. That's not a theory. It's called probability fair. Go Google it and learn it. It's literally what they use for these things. I mean, it's almost like I'm a software engineer and I have a clue what I'm talking about. It's the same thing that casinos use, by the way. When you take like jackpots, right? Where you have everybody puts in some money, and then whoever puts in the most money has the highest probability of winning it. Like those jackpots types of things. This is how probability fair works. It's not a theory. It's legitimately, it's called probability fair. It's a algorithm. It's the most known algorithm for RNG to make it fair and to make it so that people cannot predict it or hack it, because as long as you don't have server access in real time, you won't know what the seed of the probability is, and therefore you won't know what the next one can be. What up, Unbroken? How are things in 254? You can open the same green chests and you get green blueprints after you can exchange these green blueprints into alliance credits. I guess that makes a difference. Gecko, the math major. It's not math. It's what I do for a living. It's called software. It's probability fair. Just Google it. You'll find it. It's super simple. It's actually very easy to implement too. There's like libraries upon libraries that do all the math for you. All you gotta do is import it and be like probability fair up to these, and give it the values of like what percentages of what, and it does it for you. It's super, super simple. You don't need to write anything. I have no idea, Dude Gaming. That's a great question. At what age a kingdom would get Leo on Card King? It will probably take 2 or even 3 cycles of Commander after, but again, nowadays it's like the Commanders cycle a lot at like 1 1 1 1 1 1 1, so I have no idea, but that's a good question. Someone must have those numbers somewhere. People keep track of that. Someone from 377 died today from COVID. Yeah, I heard. That sucks. Max those gold mines already. It's triggering my OCD. I will tomorrow. For MG. Although, I might leave him for the next MG. We're going to need to do some KE to get ourselves back to 4th. I need to get like 5 million kill points. That sucks. People are grinding barbs and all that. Ugh. How does the lottery work? Lottery is completely different, Gucci. Especially the lottery that shows you that you see the balls flying in the air and all that. It's completely random. What's the best online method or best website to learn programming language? I love Udemy. Udemy has tons. Udemy has tons of courses for you. Let's just say I hate starting from scratch after a KVK like last one. Yeah. I'm broken. I agree. Gilgamesh has survivability as a tank as Ramses in the field, or no? He does. He does. And if you pair him with Ramses, it's even better. Best way to accumulate AP? Run as many of these as humanly... No? Rallying level 2 pass. I guess they're testing stuff. Run as many of these as you can. As many of these as you can. That's the name of the game. The thing that I really hate though, I'm like, yo, if anyone from 401, specifically from League, would be like who'd want to partner up, which would be very nice, but it's hard to, and it's possible, right? If anyone would TP next to me, which I technically have someone here, but I don't know. Anyone would TP around me, we would be able to do outside of Zone 5 forts. The problem in Zone 3 forts, the problem with Zone 3 is that they eventually run away. Like, they end if you have tons of people doing them. So you really want to have people in the outer skirts of the kingdom doing them as well. Only problem is that out here, it's more like level 4s and below. Like, if you're in Zone 1, it's even less than that. 2s and 1s and whatnot. So it's like, to an extent, I wish it's a weird thing, right? Ooh, Sully. He's next to me. Sully gonna be dipping out of here soon. And so there's a bunch of 3s and 1s and all that. And 4s. So there are 4s, and you can find the 4s nearby, right? It's just gonna be a little bit harder. But people want to stay in Zone 5 to maximize those Zone 3 to maximize those level 5s. But homie, like, go to Zone 3. There is nowhere to gather. Nowhere to gather. I mean, these men go wild. I don't believe you'll even find a level 3 gold node in Zone 3. And I'm sitting on, like, 5s and 6s. So, it's not good. Should I get a SOC city skin or dagger? My first time playing KVK4. Thanks for answering. You're not going to be able to get an SOC skin out of your first KVK regardless. You're not going to be able to accumulate enough coins for a skin, so you'd have to wait for the next one. If you don't have accessories and you can get to the point where you're making accessories, they're so much more important than the skin. Gilga Nebu, good for open field. It's alright. It's alright. It's kind of like Ram Nebu, but with health buffs instead of attack buffs. Would you recommend Persian Dream for infantry main? It's Persian Dream. What is Persian Dream? I don't keep up with names, so I'm gonna take a second to find it. Oh, it's probably one of the ones in the shop, right? It'll make my life a little bit easier. No. I would not recommend Persian Dream for anyone. I wouldn't recommend Persian Dream to anyone. Gecko, after chat, if you enjoyed the stream, by the way, don't forget to drop a like and hit that subscribe down below if you haven't done that yet. We're about to open a little bit of keys. I'm curious if getting through the legendary tavern with 80 keys and 43, which means 120 some. If we will get lucky enough to get enough recyclable commanders that we'll be able to get more keys and maybe even hit 200. I totally did not buy a single one of these. Everything got accumulated through events and through like any way that I could get these. 0 purchases for keys. So, and 43 were open every day. Hope all is well. Everything's fantastic, Federico. Thank you for mentioning that. I appreciate you. For KVK1, I got an account from a friend. I didn't hear that. And have done 3 heroic anthems already. I'm thinking to go for KVK2 because I haven't experienced it yet. Or for a fighter kingdom already established. What do you think? It depends on how much you want to spend. It depends on how many commanders you got. I personally am not a fan of going back to KVK Season 2. But I know a lot of people who continually go to KVK Season 2. Persian Dream is good if you run all troop types. Nah, 3% defense and you rip your cavalry out for 10%. I'll pass. RK community can be really toxic. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Why do you think I don't pay attention to that Facebook group anymore? That Facebook group is literally a cesspool of toxicity. It's a cesspool of toxicity. If you want 2 Archer open field commander marches, Nebu, Ram, Gilga, YSG, the best choices. First of all, Ram Nebu, not Nebu Ram. Secondly, no. I would say Ram Nebu and either Ram Nebu and Gilga Nebu, and or Gilga Ram or Gilga Nebu, yeah. Although that's or Gilga Ram if you're gonna go single target, and you definitely need to figure out how to get Artemisia or Tamaris in there. Artemisia, fantastic. Tamaris, just nuts. Everybody keeps sleeping on Tamaris. It's so sad. What city skin would I recommend for an infantry main? No. No. The Age of Devotion. That's really what you want. That is really, really what you want. This baby? Whew. I mean, I would recommend you the skin that I have, but you can't get it. Age of Devotion, very, very good. Very nice, very nice. This is also not bad, by the way. This is also not bad at all. If you want to kind of what I have, which is the defense side of it. So Frozen Fortress or Age of Devotion, both of them will be really good. But again, the one I have is just, it's the defense only. The reason it's good is because on the other skins, you're like taking 5% from each type of march, while in here, you're only affecting cavalry. So if you're someone like me with primarily archers, a little bit of infantry, and a little bit of cavalry, you're willing to sacrifice your cavalry march to get good stats, regular stats on your infantry, on your archers, good stats on your infantry, and you have the healing speed as well. So it's interesting. Can you explain why certain commanders are better primary skill-wise? Because some commanders affect your... If you know how the game works, you know that your primary commander is going to trigger his skills, and after that, the secondary commander is going to trigger their skills. So, for example, Gilga's primary skill, which is an active skill, which means he will definitely proc it first, it reduces enemies' health. So after he procced, then your secondary is going to hit, and this will already be in effect. So there are commanders that you want to put in first place because you want their skills to be the first ones to proc, and only after that the secondary. So the reason potentially YSG would be really nice with Gilga is because first you decrease people's health, and then you like blow out with skill damage, which is also fantastic because you have the skill tree, so it works out really well. But YSG is tough, man. Everybody who sees YSG just goes at him. Ram over Artie or the other way around for the field. I think that you can draw a comparison between them, but what you should think about is secondary utility, not primary utility. So secondary utility for Ramses is potentially rallying, and secondary utility for Artemisia is potentially garrisoning. So I think that to an extent, you're not only going to pick commanders that are only going to do your primary role, but you're looking for commanders that are going to do also a good secondary role. And if you're a garrison person, then Artemisia would work better for you on the open field because you can always switch her to be a garrison pair if you need her. And on the other hand, it works with Ramses. If you're going to be an open field guy, but you have an opportunity to rally because you have Nebu as well or Gilga as well, then all of a sudden now the Ramses can be pulled out of the field for rallying, which is what I do occasionally, right? Occasionally I'm like, yo, Gecko, well, guys, we want to run a rally? I'm like, ooh, rally time. I recall my Ramses and Nebu and set them as rally leaders, right? So think about secondary utility as well. And that's how you would pick between the two of them. Personally, I go with Artemisia. I'm a garrison guy. Majority of people should go with Ramses. For the damage, for the extra attack, for the extra everything. For the extra fighting capability. Compared to Artemisia, who has good fighting capability, but is also a garrison. Who's a better pair with YSG, Gilgamesh or Ramses? Oof. Ramses will give you more attack. Gilgamesh will give you more health debuffs and health buffs. And therefore, probably Gilgamesh, just for the sake of saying, like, health decrease so that your YSG does a ton of damage. I prefer Ram personally because I don't know. Gilgamesh is going to be targeted like crazy. When do the secondary skills of the commander go off? I believe in the second turn, right? There's like... I always forget if it's the second turn or it's the third turn because it's the other team's time to attack. I don't even think we had a log. I think we even procced a skill. No, we didn't even proc a skill. I don't remember if it's the next turn or the turn after. If it's primary hits, break secondary hits, or primary hits, secondary hits. I always forget that. Do Atel Takeda need both expertise? Yes. Yes. You can start with Takeda 5551 if you have Saladin 5551 and do Saladin Takeda for a bit. But if you're going to go with Atel Takeda, full expertise is a must. I wonder why Genghis Khan gives higher skill damage when at secondary commander than when primary commander with equipment. The reason he doesn't give more skill damage as secondary, the reason he's secondary is that he's extremely squishy. There's a break in between. Yeah, I figure. I always forget if there's a break in between or not. It always slips my mind. The reason Genghis Khan goes secondary has nothing to do with how much skill damage he does or doesn't. It's the fact that he's extremely squishy. And anyone who sees a Genghis Khan primary is like, ooh, Genghis Khan. Straight to the Genghis Khan. Like, not even a question. Don't care who's the secondary. Don't care what he's got. Don't care what kind of... Squishy, squishy, squishy. Fat, but squishy, squishy. You know what I'm saying? So, he's secondary for the same reason YSG is secondary. Because anytime you see a Khan or a YSG primary, 2 turns later. I always forget, like, the differential between them. It always skips my mind because what always really pissed me off up until very recent, and we can just take a look at it. Oh, we can't. I can go to the jumper real quick and we can show that there. But until Lilith changed their reports to look like this, I was always confused where the turn starts and where the turn ends. But now they like really showed it, that where the turn starts, where the turn ends, right? Do you think we'll have a future skin to increase gathering speed? I think we already have one. Don't we already have one? Isn't like Divine Abode one of those? Every time I see this. And yeah, I'm not Bunny. I get it. I'm not Nugget. I get it. I'm not MF. I'm not Dragothian. I'm not Chisco. I understand. You guys can pretend like this is nothing. For me, it means a lot. And it's the second KVK. I go 5 million dead plus in a row. It's what I can afford. And I pretty much gave it all. And it hurts. Yeah. Crimea River. Yeah. A resource production, not resource. Yeah, the old reports were hard to read. They were a nightmare. Divine has resource production. Yeah. We checked it now. You're right. Chat, if you're enjoying the stream again, I'd appreciate if you drop a like on it and hit that subscribe down below. Let me know if you guys are not enjoying the stream, where I can improve. I'm always down for a constructive criticism. Keep in mind that sometimes hate comes along the way without constructive criticism. So sometimes you might be thinking you might be intending to be constructively criticizing, but it comes off as hate because it's very tough to know who is actually hating and who is actually giving good feedback. So, you know. Yeah. Rip if you're a Nuggets bad side. I mean, I am, so. Don't forget to slap. Oh, there you go, Gary. There you go. Gecko replies to every single comment. Not every streamer will do it. Well, thankfully, my chat is moving, but it's not going wild, right? Like, you go look at Chisco streaming, and 90% of the time, it's like very hard to keep up. Not enough olives in this stream. I actually don't have any more. The good stuff that I buy was they ran out because the batch that they were making was not ready. I should rank commanders based on their character design. Oh lord. I mean, most of them are cookie cutter. I don't know if you noticed it, right? Like, you see this? You see this? Broad shoulders, skinny legs, broad arms. Hmm. 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 They're all built on the same skeleton. It's like broad shoulders, skinny down, and some of them have, this guy has more meat, this guy has more shield, but the bigger arms, so it's like, it's all the same cookie cutter stuff, really. If you take a look, there's like a few cookie cutter designs that they use, and they just replace the skin on top of it. Like, it's the same exact thing. Flip them. This guy's looking this way, and that guy's looking this way, and it's not like their arm is exactly the same arm. I mean, this is like design 101 basic principle, right? Like they made a few cookie cutter skeletons, and they just switched the skin on top of it. Yeah, I mean, I've told Lilith more than once, I refuse to allow them to keep bashing men like this. I refuse to allow them to keep bashing men like this. I told him that. I'm like, bruh. Like, men do go to the gym. Like, look at this. Look at how thin his legs are. Men's like, Leonidas, homie, he was like, he stood there with a 300 for so long with this kind of a skinny leg? Are you out of your mind? I mean, this man practically doesn't have legs. Look at how thin his legs are. But the ladies, I mean, okay. We're not going there. We ain't going there. Only the fat guy has fat legs too, and not even fat legs, because this can be strictly the freaking pants, right? Like, look at how thin they go down. I'm like, oh, what the frick? It's ridiculous. At least give men huge feet. You know what a huge foot means, right? That's right, big socks. I know what you guys are pervs out there. I was talking about socks. You guys are dirty minds. Dirty minds. Shame on you. Let's go see really quick. Before we open the keys, let me go see what's going on with the jumper. I might have to send some gatherers out real quick. We grinding to get that KVK going. We grinding, boys. And it's looking okay. Source, yeah, actually, welcome back to becoming a member. I just saw that. That was a little bit ago. Appreciate you. 78 active members. We're climbing back up, chat. We're climbing back up. I'm a size 13. Me too. I'm kidding. I think I'm like a 12. I did, D. I did. I know it went through your head. Socks. Big socks. I think I'm a 12. I don't know what it is. American. Let's see. Yeah, I'm 13 too. I'm between 12 and 13. So you're saying Shaq has big socks, bro. Shaq has custom made socks and shoes. Like, he said it for years and years at a time. He literally has to get custom made shoes and socks to be able to do anything. Girl with big sock. As a man of culture, I approve. I mean, we ain't judging. But physiologically, a lady with big shoes, it's a little bit of a questionable scenario. I did, Brawny. I got like 20 Gilgameshes and 10 gold heads. Blah. Some of the female commanders have bigger feet than men. I know, right? It's despicable. Chat, how are we doing KVK with less than 200 million resources? Oh my god. God, one farm that I brought here has a little bit more, but man, we're gonna struggle this KVK. We are gonna struggle. Struggle. But it's okay. We'll figure it out. I have a plan, kinda. But it's gonna suck. I'm not gonna be too happy with it. And more than likely, 2070 will not be too happy with it, but it is what it is. Keep gathering a little bit more food and wood. I know my gathering and production things are off, chat. I know. I'm about to put them up in a sec. Get a little bit of that. This account has okay bags, but we used like 80-90% of the bags when we were in 541. When we pushed from T4 from like 25 mil all the way to like T5s. And then 2 days later, freaking Zenith of Power showed up. So we pushed Zenith of Power to get this skin. So our bags are not like the big account. In here, I legitimately blasted through tons of resources. We have a little bit still, like kind of like in the hold, but it ain't looking too good. And I need to make a few decisions that are more individualistic than they are team-based. Because, yeah, if I don't make them, then on the individual level, I will not have the ability to progress this account as much as I would like to be able to progress it. And like gems is not a big deal. We're just gonna buy bundles when the time comes. We also are a bit not really stacked bottles wise, AP wise. So it's not gonna be fun. It's not gonna be fun. But what can we do? Just ups and downs, and moving into KVK, into a kingdom that does KVK like a month after you moved in, unless you moved in like 13 farms, 15 farms with you, it's gonna be a struggle. But we'll handle. We'll manage as much as we can. You go away. All right, let's open the keys, chat. I've been waiting a long time to get this done. Our goal in this event, which is also a little bit of dog doo-doo event. Why? Because they are not adding commanders. It makes no sense that Jadwiga's not here. It makes zero sense that Jadwiga's not here. Unless Redline has a lot of farms. Yeah, he does. He has like 20 plus, I think. And Unnamed has like 70. So, yeah. My gear... My gear is alright. Infantry. Archers. Archer secondary got when Artemisia got reset. It went away. So Archer secondary. And by the way, one thing that will happen 100% is that we are going to special talent a ton of things that are not like he's rocking right now, non-special talent Sakura Fubuki. We're going to special talent them before the next KVK, right? Because now like it doesn't, we just refine. Secondary archer set. And I'm lacking accessories, so I need to make more accessories. It's like, it's a little bit of a pain. And then calves. Nothing amazing. Nothing like to brag about. About to enter Strife of the 8 to farm. On a scale of 1 to 10, how unhappy do you think our camp kingdom will be? No, it's their problem, not yours. How has the game changed in a year? Archer commanders used to be so specific, but now most versatile commanders are almost all archers. I agree, Retic. It's crazy, right? For 2 years, nobody gave a crap about them, and all of a sudden, everybody's scrambling to get archers. Do I have like a secondary infantry set too? I do. We're gonna special talent that. We're gonna special talent this. I mean, we have a stupid amount. We don't need We just don't need purples anymore, kind of. Like, we're not hunting purple blueprints. They just come to us. We don't really need to be searching for them. And we have such a dumb amount of these available. Like, 2 Sakura Fubukis in here. The helmets right there. And so, yeah. And we still have blueprint fragments that we keep accumulating, right? So you can see, like, there's one more helmet here. So that almost guarantees a special talent unless we're extremely unlucky. There's a bunch of these still in here. I even need to start making like gathering equipment for crying out loud. And then you have the fragments, right? Like we're 5 in here, almost 1 away from this. We got this almost done. Sakura 16 in. YY deleted 10 million T5 archers. That's how underrated they were, I guess. And I haven't seen YY in forever. I hope he's doing good. YY is one of the nicest people out there. I've not spoken to him in so long. Which kingdom is he at nowadays? Do you think all archers should be expertised, or there are some exemptions? Probably mostly expertised. I don't know any exceptions per se off the top of my head. All right, boys and girls, Legendary Tavern. What we're gunning for really is somehow hope and pray we get 200 and then we can get some nice Commander 10 sculptures. What would I like to pull out of this? Quite honestly, I'd like some Guans. I'd really like some Guans. We got a Tell Takedas. I don't mind it too much. Okay, Guans and Tell Takedas. I don't mind too much. Herald's a little bit useless for me. Cyrus would be fantastic. Chandragupta's a little bit useless for me. But really, anything that I don't have expertise, I'm kind of okay with. I would really like, one of the missing pieces on this account is Guan. So I would, and it clearly is still there. So I would like to somehow keep working on Guan in a free way rather than spending gems on them. And so this is one of those ways. Leo, I've never even gotten close to working on. So pulling him will be a little bit sad. Sad, right? This, not sad. We gotta start working on him somehow. And yeah, that's pretty much that. So let's hope and pray. But at this point, any commander sculpture is better than nothing. Let's go open 10 one by one and then see maybe we open 10 in one shot. Here we go. I need music. What happened to the music? Oh, it's there. Why am I not hearing it? That's why. Now I hear it. What do we get? Resources. Fantastic. Alright, well, resources is better than the Tomes of Knowledge. That's for hella sure. Speaking of Tomes of Knowledge. Alright. I'll take the 50. That's another shot at redemption. Castle? We will castle sometime. At some time. Oh my goodness. 7 keys in. 1 commander so far. Nice, dude. Nice, dude. Alright. 2 commanders in 8. Sounds pretty abysmal to me. That's not bad. But out of 10 keys, 2 commanders, I'm sad. I'm low-key considering going this way. No, wait. We're going to wait and see. How many days you need to save up before to get 700 heads? Damn. There is complete every event. There's no cookie cutter, right? Because if you have if you're in December where you have Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's Eve, and one more holiday somewhere in the middle, you're going to end up pulling like 120 plus legendary sculptures in 1 month. And there are months where you have 0 holidays and it just goes down. So it really depends on the time of the year and what's happening in the background. Nice, dude. Nice, dude. I mean, at least we got 2 out of 2 on the commanders. Not that there are commanders that we want. We got wood. Always, baby. Always. I mean, our luck could not be any worse. Our luck could not be any worse. And I watched Drago open like 10s all over the place. And we don't have... I think I've seen 1 10 ever. 20 keys in. Things are not looking too good. Let's open 10 at a time and see what happens. Lovely. He is okay. If we end up getting a 5-5-1-1 Constantine out of this, I'm not too terribly sad about it, because then I can have something for Canyon, which my Canyon is lacklustered at AF. Rip and rip. That's for hella sure. But this is not looking good, boys and girls. This is not looking good. Let's do another 10, see what happens. I guess the resources is nice, considering all these keys I got for free. Everything in here is 100% free, doing events and whatnot. So Artemisia is actually hilariously funny, because she's 5-5-1-5 right now, and I didn't put sculptures into her. I saved the generics. So getting Artemisia is actually pretty good for me, because I might have to expertise her. So I'll take it. Let's go 10 more. No 10s at all. No 10s at all. And a Genghis Khan. I mean, come on. We'll open another 10 and go. But I like the resources. I'm okay with the resources. No Tomes of Knowledge is good. 10 more, and then we go to the 1x1s again. Yeah. I don't know about all this. I like this. That's okay. That's all right. F you mother fricker and meh. I guess 50 key coins. See if the 1x1 is a little bit nicer to us. For the love of God. All right. That's a good start. Okay. Definitely never going to use you. Maybe I'll use you. Gilgamesh will need it, but I mean... Unreal. Can I get a 10? 80 keys. No, not a single 10. 80 keys, not a single 10. Nice, dude. Nice. Story of my life, chat. Story. Ooh, nice. Wood. Stone. Nice, dude. Very nice. Crying out loud. Not a single Guan yet. Speaking of wood, not a single Guan yet. Nice, Ramses. Thank you. Oh my God. Just get this over with. Just get this over with. Let's get this over with. I don't even care at this point. 80 keys, not a single 10, not a single commander I want. Like, I guess that's a consolation prize. I guess. Just get this over with. I'm not getting more keys. I'm getting generic sculptures and getting the frick out of here. Hell no. This is a scam, boys. This is a scam, boys. I'm not getting more keys. Definitely not getting more keys. Come here. See ya. Go suck it. God damn it. At least 7 is better than nothing. 500 keys. No full commander yet. Blah. Hell no. And I watched Drago opening like 200 and pulling like 10s and 10s and 10s and 10s and 10s and 10s and 10s. I'm like, yo. Like, this event is nice. Men's got 200 keys and somehow spun like 450 times. This event is nice. Nope. You can go F yourself. Watch it give us a Genghis Khan skill. I would have tripped the F off. Maybe one day, boy. Maybe one day. You too, maybe one day. And you can go F yourself. You can go like whatever. Whatever. Is there any fun KVK to go spectate? It's like there's nothing to do in this game. And this is why I hate streaming Rise of Kingdoms, because I got nothing to do. Nothing. Like, what am I going to go do? Hunt barbs? Like, what am I going to bore you guys with? Like, I want something fun either to watch or to do. I'm like, we're an hour and a half into the stream and I'm running out of ideas. I'm like, what's next? We do Soroli on stream? That's like the most boring thing on earth. And that's why I don't like Rise of Kingdoms. Man, we need like some daily things to do. Daily things to do. You know what? I was gonna do this. Didn't see what happened to me last night. Could have been worse, I guess. I didn't say nice at 69 keys. I didn't pay attention. I was too tilted. Nice. I didn't see that. Just watched Chisco's tests, and Gilgamesh Ram is OP on the open field. It's crazy, right? It's almost like I didn't have to show you any tests, and I've been telling you this for like since before Gilgamesh came out. 860 KVK pass? Where? Give me chords. I'm down. I didn't need reports for that. I literally said that before Gilgamesh came out. I made a video telling you this too, without proof. Kind of crazy, right? It's almost like I know what I'm talking about, but not really. I don't spend tons of money on the game, right? And I don't have that many kills. Therefore, I don't have a clue what I'm saying. But turns out that maybe I do. What is this? Nice, dude. C11152. I think we need chords to get in there. Now we're gonna need someone to send us chords from inside to be able to get in there. Edmund, I made a video about Gilgamesh and I mentioned that the most OP... Yeah, I can't get in. Need chords from the inside. Funny thing is, Chisco streamed my KVK with Gilgamesh rallies. I'm from 980. Nice. I mean, obviously, why not? I literally said this on stream too, by the way, Edmund. And I have yet to... I didn't even know Chisco posted tests. And for the record, right? Like, one thing you should keep in mind, and this is no shade to my man Chisco. This is just reality. I can promise to you, if he found something that is very, very, very OP, you won't see it in his videos to keep competitive advantage. And that's completely, like, fine, acceptable, 100% should be that way and all that. I mean, if you're testing and you find something, there's no reason to publish it, right? So keep in mind that the tests that you see reflect a lot of good stuff, and he does. I guess I didn't see the video yet, but I guess he did a lot of pairings and all of that. But I highly doubt that if someone finds, especially any of the content creators, find something that is extremely OP, that they'll put it on YouTube. Or Acanthum says Fog, which blocks non-KVK members. Oh, that's not hard to get around. It's not hard to get around. Gecko knows the future? Not really. Gecko understands the game without needing to do math behind it. And also, Gecko has a guy who does simulations. You guys will have a guy who does simulations soon too. Oh my goodness. Soon, maybe. I've talked to them to see if we're still doing it. But if we are, you guys are gonna very much want to be part of the Discord, discord.gg/Gecko Gaming, because we knew this ahead of time. Where am I? What was that meme? Go. 1 sec, I'll show you. Wasn't anything crazy, right? It was... Did they delete it? Oh, that wasn't 401. That was 2070, I think. Yeah, it was 2070. It's 2070 memeing. Here you go. Which makes sense, right? What up, Naresh? How are you? Just coming here. What's up? Hi, hey, Nadia. Nothing much. Trying to figure out what on earth to do because there's nothing to do. We spun the wheel 60 times. We opened 80 sovereign keys. Now we're back to square one. Yeah, so that's the meme that you guys were seeing. Yeah, which makes tons of sense, right? Shield. Yeah. I think we're gonna leave the... We're gonna leave the gold mines for the next... We have 2 gold mines that are level 24. Oh, this is 23. Ooh, nice. Perfect. You could do that. I actually would rather get that event where you get discounts on this. That is very nice for MGE. Easy peasy. 1 million points. How far is my my what? Galma? What's Galma? You mean Gilgamesh? It's like 4. No, he's 5. 5 and 20. We'll eventually special like level 60 him and expertise him, right? Story time then. You guys want a story? Trying to think of a good story. Oh, I can tell you guys this how we learned that your eyelashes are how your eyes close out entirely, like 100%. That's a stupid story. Actually, a really dumb story. God forsake max gold mines. It's been so long. Just because you said that, Naresh, I'm gonna wait another month. All right, well, story time. My dad smoked cigarettes, right? And back in the day, he used to smoke a lot of cigarettes. And in the place where we live, where he used to buy his cigarettes, you'd pretty much like a long time ago. I don't know if you guys remember. The lighters from years ago, the simple, very basic lighters, which were like transparent lighters with like the ball and the clicker, and that's it. It wasn't anything fancy, you know, clippers, none of that stuff, the old stuff, right? Where we used to live, for every box he would buy, he would get a complimentary lighter because they were super cheap and like they were giving them out like garbage, right? So my dad had this bowl of lighters that he just always put another lighter in it, and like he never lacked a lighter. And as a kid, we slowly learned that, you know, you can open... Back in the day, you used to have that thing in the back to make the flame bigger or smaller, which you still do in some lighters. And so we learned that if you take the cover, the plastic cover off, the metal cover off, and you spin it the right way, you can open the gas valve to the point where it's either a huge flame or to the point where it just leaks gas nonstop. You open the valve entirely, right? So as kids, what we used to do is we used to go grab a couple when we were pyro bored. We used to grab a couple of lighters, open them up all the way, light it, and then throw it. And eventually the pressure inside the lighter, of the gas in the lighter, would be small enough so that the flame goes in rather than stays out. And it would just go poof and do like a nice little like cloud of boom and make a little hole or explode the lighter, and that's that, right? So we used to do that like a couple times here and there. It was like, that's cool, I guess. That's nice, I guess. A little bit of a boom, a little bit of light, a little bit of action. You know what I mean? Pyro kids. One day, one of the friends was like, what happens if we light it and then we throw it really hard on the ground. So we lit it, threw it really hard on the ground. It made a big boom. We were like, cool. That's cool. So we start throwing them, right? And that's very nice. But then the same dumbass goes, why are we throwing them? What happens if we hit them with like a stick or something? I'm like, I don't know. We can try it. Now, brain dead kids, right? Like brain dead kids. I swear to God, like brain dead kids. Take a fresh lighter. I'm talking full lighter, never used before. Fresh freaking thing. And grab probably the shortest stick on earth. I not even like this long type of stick. We're talking like this thing, okay? Not like no brain cells functioning to think like probably you want like a big stick so you hit it from afar. And this dumbass, that's not me. That was not me. And this dumbass lights the cigarette, the lighter, puts it down, takes the stick yay big and hits it. Okay. Now, what you should realize is that when you hit it, it won't explode, but rather you're making a hole in the direction from the hit. And what'll happen as a result is the gas will come at you. Brain dead kid didn't think about it, right? Lights the thing up, puts the thing, the lighter on something, hits it with a stick, and it just goes boom on his face. Burned his eyebrows, burned his eyelashes, burned pretty much like a little bit of his hair. Like, yeah, you looked around. He didn't get burned because like the flame wasn't that intense to actually burn him. But he turns around. It's like, holy shit, smiling. And I look at him. He has no eyebrows, no eyelashes, and half of his front like hair gone. His mom was super mad. I mean, super mad, super mad. And then the next day, he's like, dude, you have no idea how hard it is to sleep. Because when you close your eyes, there's still this little gap that your eyelashes close. But when you don't have eyelashes, that gap remains a little bit of a gap. And he's like, in the morning when the sun rises, or if you have like a light in the room or you leave the TV on and you supposedly fall asleep, you're going to keep seeing that bar of light until the eyelashes will grow back. And it takes a while for eyelashes to grow back. Same thing for eyebrows, but eyelashes take a long while to grow back. Oh yeah, he learned the hard way. We all learned the hard way, right? So that's how we learned that you need eyelashes to fully close your eyes, which is actually kind of crazy. Pyro kids, man. Like stupid brain dead people. Like stupid brain dead kids. I swear to God. Oh, man. I mean, we used to go play like not airsoft, paintball in construction sites, and then people, it's like they would get super mad because they'd come back and like the wall is all like paintball and stuff. Really uncomfortable to see the light 24/7. It really is. It really is. When will we drop Imperium? If it's up to us, tonight. Touch your heart. Oh, brother. The next one might be... The next one, I'm gonna give you a quick spoiler on the potential next story, is the first and last time I went up a favela in Rio, and it was the first and last time, well, the second last time. I did one more time, but then never again. The first and last time for a very long time that I went on a bike. Spoiler alert, motorcycle, I mean, going up, like wild stuff. Wild stuff. But that one is a little bit incriminating, so I need to make sure that the statute of limitation of what I'm about to tell doesn't make me a potential felon. in Brazil, I guess. That one has a little bit of illegalities on it. Nice, dude. I love to get 10 silver keys out of gold chests. It's like my favorite thing on earth. Appreciate you, Naresh. Yeah. Yeah. Never getting on a bike again. That was a nightmare. That was a nightmare. That was the closest I've ever been to pissing my pants, like literally. The super slim back alleyways. Oh my goodness gracious. You have no idea. The problem is not that they're super slim. The problem is how fast the man was going, because he does it every day. So he's like trained, but nonetheless, piss your pants in the process. Like legitimately. You think that pissing your pants is just a saying? Mm-mm. It happens. All right, listen, boys and girls. Low key, it's been a fun stream, but I have nothing that we can get done here, and I love chatting and chilling with you guys. But at this point, we're just looking at the same screen over and over. Unfortunately, there's nothing to do. And I haven't eaten anything, so I think that for the first time in a while, we're gonna do like a shorter-ish stream, less than 2 hours, which is, I usually do a 2 to 3 hour stream, and if we had something fun to watch or something else to do, that'd be really nice. But the fact is like people are coming and going, and like people are disinterested in what we're doing, and that's not a bad thing per se. I enjoy those of you who are interested in all that, but I'm like, I don't like to pull the... I'm curious. I want to know one thing. How do we get into this KVK? Because I'm down to look at the pass, at the level 4 pass, but I need someone from 860 or from 534 or from 256, 2056 or whoever it is to send me cords so I can get in. Or else you can't get in. Let's go see if someone did. That'd be really nice. I'm down to go spectate the KVK. I just need cords. Someone needs to send me any cords from that KVK, because then I can get in. Let's see if anyone... Anywhere we have some cords of some shape or form. Let's see if someone here. See if anyone in this chat is part of it. We need anyone from this KVK essentially to just send us a chords spot. Once we have any chords like that we can click on, it'll automatically take us in. Fog is easy. Do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Let me go option B. option B is literally to do this. I can actually make an account really quickly. Do I have an account in any of these kingdoms? I can literally make an account real quick and that'll do the trick. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do real quick. I should have, maybe. 601, 25th, 601, no. Okay. Go to 2056 real quick. That is 2056. Which kingdom, which KVK number? It's C11152, either 860, 601, 534, or 2056. I'm just gonna make an account real quick. It's much simpler to just make an account real quick. They should be able to at least spectate through KV through their kingdom chat. They'll just post any chords and then I can click and that's it. I do have Ram YSG 5551 Max, Guan Leo 53435511, Alex S Max. I probably put an Alex with that Guan over that Leo. How can you improve your open field? Max your Guan. That's your number one priority. Last time you created an account and migrated there, I guess. Yeah. This is so annoying. Now give me, am I gonna get a Boudica? What do you guys think? I think we are about to hit a Boudica full commander. Let's see. Oh, what do you know? Boudica. How unexpected. That was so unexpected. I mean, I see them. I don't need to search for them. Also, I did not mark the hold position, so you should be coming back home, right? Right? Yeah, I mean, you should be returning to me because I didn't mark you to stay. Right? Wait. There's a markswoman in the background that needs our help? Oh my god. Why are you not going back home? You were very marked to not stay there. Why are you staying there? Oh, okay. Gotcha. Okay, bro. Wow, my troops all healed. I wish it was like that in the real game. Come on. Do. Nice, dude. cool. Thank you. That was easy enough. Oh no, there is fog. What are we going to do? Oh my god. I did not think about this at all. I had no idea it was gonna be foggy. Oh no. How on earth? What are we going to do? Oh my god. What am I going to do? Oh, there's no fog. What do you know? There we go. And that was that. Where are we going? Let's go see what's going on in here. Things are laggy. Nothing's loaded yet. Passes 4, right? Are opened up today. These guys are allies by the looks of it. Looks like there's going to be a fight in here. This looks dead. So the fight is on both these sides. Alright. Like, is this one of the red guys? Or is this non-red? Let's do this. What's up, Shiro? What is this sorcery? I know, right? Crazy. Let me look really quickly. No, these guys are with that's part of this. Okay. Paw. Who is who? We need a real quick, like, this guy is way ahead, way forward. That's not gonna be fun, but Paul, oh boy. Oh boy. Paul are gonna lose their fortress for sure. There's some fights going on in here. Ugh, we shouldn't do this on this device though. Bring the tablet real quick. 1 second, chat. Don't have to do the sorcery again. Guan Alex work better than Guan Leo. It depends. Theoretically, yes. Practically, it depends on what you're doing, but mostly yes. The reason people go Guan Leo is so that they can free their Alex to do Alex and something else, essentially. 1 second, chat. Let me get you. Let me get us in. And defogged. And I'll switch it up for you guys. Wi-Fi off, Wi-Fi on, reconnect. Yoink and yoink. There you go. Perfect. Why Guan Alex work better? Just because you don't have your Guan is 5511 and your Alex is max. So if you work on Guan only, then you'll have Guan Alex maxed, which is better than a Guan maxed 5511 Leo. What's going on this side? Okay, so who is who? The V's, and what are the purples? So V's and V's and all that, those are the reds. Purples is what? Holy lagamoly, Batman. Please load the game. This guy, I'm betting, is not part of the crew. This is a forward-placed fortress, which is not loading, and it's fantastic that it's not, I guess. I do Guan, Leo, and Alex Herald. Exactly why people do Guan, Leo, so that they can have Alex available for Herald. But if you don't have Herald, therefore you want to keep him with your Guan. But what you do is correct, Andrew. Hello! Nice KVK, dude. No, that's fine. You take your time loading. You take your time loading, boss man. That's so silly. So silly. So silly. Freaking. We need to get a MGC device to show, so I can wire plug the tablet to Wi-Fi, to the internet rather than Wi-Fi. Damn, so Gilgamesh is the new Archer Jam, I guess. It takes the great old Chisco Gaming to say it for people to hear it. If Chisco doesn't say it, then it's not true. Oh, well, that flag is gonna shut up. 51 seconds and this fort is poof. Is there anyone in the fort? Yeah, not enough. Yeah, they're gonna just clear that out of here real quick. That's 601. Fort is in trouble. That's 601. Fort is in a lot of trouble. Although, it's blocked by the DN1 fort, so that's their blessing in disguise, I guess. The fact that this fort blocks them from being able to straight shoot flags. They still can straight shoot flags, by the way. They can drop a flag right there eventually, and then when the flag finishes, it'll overtake that territory that's like grayed out, because it's gonna be quicker, and then they can get rid of this too. So trouble in paradise on this side. Trouble in paradise. Oh, these are 860, right? 601. That's not good. I didn't get it all. I was hoping to use them with Never West. You still can. You still can. There goes the fort. And now all it is like, I think 2 flags, right? Although that's annoying. That fort right there is extremely annoying. But these guys can literally drop a flag like right there. And another flag. They can do it in 3 flags, I guess. Then they can get to this fort too. Oh, these forts are toast. All these forts are toast. And the problem for those forts is that they were placed in a weird place where they are not like contributing to anything, because they did not get the flags to flag differently to catch them. They're in the path, in the correct path that these guys want to take anyway. So that really sucks. What is interesting is that these guys dropped this, which is also the same scenario, right? It was dropped in a path that is very straightforward that the blue team was going to go to anyway. So this is like on their way. However, it looks like someone got extremely lucky and made it here. Maja won. Shut up. Ooh, baby. Although the kill numbers here are not amazing, so maybe he won't be into the solo hold. Oh, man. And there's another one right there. Okay, so the reason this is so good and this is so good is that there's places where these guys can keep commanders safe, especially that Xeno to replace the garrison would be extremely important. This is actually a very, very bad mistake. I don't know who's gathering that, the core, this. I can't even click on it. But whoever's gathering that, if it's from DNS, very, very, very bad idea. Because they don't own the field. They're going to need every opportunity to be able to hop forward instead of, so that's good for them. This is good for them. So essentially from here, you can hop through this and then the stone to here. And that'll give you a shorter path to here eventually. So, oh my goodness. And there's another one here. Oh man. Defending this is doable. Like, these guys can hold, if every one of these can hold a full set of troops to be able to garrison, to replace the garrison, there is space here for some holding. It looks like DSN also are really taking care of the open field, which is very good. They're really into their enemies' butts. This is not something that is very recommended to do. This is actually, in my opinion, this is a little bit of an overzealous mistake. And the reason for that is that this guy right here and this guy right here, which you can see him here, they can literally get in and out of their city to keep picking these guys off. And even if the trades are like 10 for them and 1 for him, he will eventually get rid of them on the open field. And for these guys, the march back home and back here is extremely long. So when you're in this kind of a scenario, these guys are getting a little bit ahead of themselves trying to chase kills instead of placing themselves in a way where they will be useful once the fights actually start. I don't cover my resources or power. I don't feel like answering those questions because I don't want people to know. Okay. Unlike all the other creators, who don't have full screen of the game, I want to have a full screen. And if I don't zoom in a little bit so you guys have a full screen on the game, I mean, seriously, dude, let me ask you this, Luke. Is this that important to you? Is this that important to you? Will this make you feel any better? Will having the resources show and the power show and the chat show and the overall the actual action being smaller better than... It's not a matter of fair, simple answer, Luke. It's a matter of everybody and their grandma comes in here with another reason why I do it. You're not the first one or the last one to ask this. That's one of those questions that people ask again and again and again and again and again. And also make up stories as to why I do it. He's hiding his resources and his power so we don't see him, so we don't know. I'm like, bruh, the action is here. What do you care about the top and bottom? For you, it's the first time you ask. I've answered this question like 60 billion times while streaming. I'm fighting on the field and all that people care is like, why don't you show the resources? I'm like, ugh. It's not you. It's not you. It's just the constant again and again. That's it. It's nothing to do with you, my man. You came in here asking a question, right? Fair. What up, Zeke? There's that same question over and over. It's kind of like the constructive criticism, right? Like some people ask just to troll and some people ask to genuinely know, right? This is weird. And actually very interesting by 601. They're doing the right thing, and that is to build flags, to port forward. But their issue is that they have no open field presence to supplement their flag build. They're not going to be able to drop a flag anywhere near here. And now they're stuck, right? So mean. Yeah. Gecko's easily annoyed at the moment. I'm actually hungry, so I'm easily annoyed, yeah. And it's specific topics. It's the topic of resources and power that ticks me off. See? See? Like you got, then you have someone like D being a troll. Oh. That's something. I mean, I don't know what the next move is. I mean, I guess they flag this way, which is a waste of a flag. Yeah, Zeke. I understand. How are things in 75? I saw Tickle Fist left. Doo-doo-doo-doo. This front is just meh. What do we have down this way? These guys anywhere near here? Okay. There's a Sis 34 in here. What else we got? Oh, there's a stalemate right there, which is good. Like VT 56 doing what they need to do, and that is they'll concentrate, they'll push in, get rid of these guys who are a bit further out, and then they can keep going on their journeys. They're already side flagging, so screw the attempt at a blockade. Oh, this is gone. She gone. This is where I guess there's a little bit of fights. Like, I don't... all of this is completely unnecessary. See this guy? He's gonna come in and out, in and out, in and out, keep picking you. And all of these marches are not gonna have any territory. They're not nowhere nearby, right? Look at how far they potentially are. So, there is no point in doing this. You're chasing kills, but you'll end up placing yourself in a bad position. These guys are gathering back here a little bit. Even these guys can get a nice little push and clear a little bit of this out. We're supposed to have like 270, 280 migrating in. Nice. That's cool. See ya, Nadia. Why people care, I have no idea. Do. Gonna be fun zeroing non-contributors when KVK is over, I guess. That's a great play. See? All these guys are so focused on getting kills, they don't notice that this man is rallying a fort. Like, you notice it too late and you're alone. That's going to be an easy TP spot. Good morning to you guys. Too late, homies. I mean, these guys are probably going to get this fort. Although, there is a shot here that they don't. They need a little bit... They need to get very unlucky here. I think they're still going to get it regardless. There goes the fort. Easy TP spot. Nice of you guys to not pay attention to chase the kills. But again, it's not easy. It's easy for me looking from the outside to say these things. These guys are hyper focused on what they're doing. I'm looking at the map all over the place so I can see these things. And these guys are like focused on this view, right? They're not looking at what's around. So it's not their fault per se. What he did is really good. Remaining here, making sure that spot gets stays blocked. Very good play. There's no reason to come here. Nothing can TP here, but this is a danger. Nothing can TP in here either, I think. Maybe. This guy needs to, yeah. Maybe. Well. Flag arrived. Is it rally time, boys? I think so. I think it's rally time. It should be rally time. It should be rally time. Why does the music stop? Don't stop music. Chat, if you're enjoying the stream, I'd appreciate it if you drop a like on this video and, of course, subscribe down below, I guess. Leadership excuse mistakes were made. What do you mean? I'm confused. Do. The number one thing. Oh. mean, this rally has to come out. It has to come out. Guys, these guys wasting their time letting the fort drop is going to be terrible. Who's leading this rally? They all fell back. Maybe he is leading a rally? Is no one going to rally this? Is that a thing? Need to optimize a little bit of TPs here. And no one's rallying. Really? Maybe. Maybe from afar. Yes. What up, Wiz? Please rally someone, anyone. Here's the regroup. Someone put a marker group here. Not a bad idea to get rid of the open field before you rally, though. There's not that much left in here. Here's the regroup. Oh boy. Oh boy. There's the rally too. From... Wait, what? Okay, there. That's the rally? Yes. There it is. Where is this man? Loof. Where is Loof? You guys are not serious, right? I feel like Loof rallied from behind the pass. What is this? I would have thought they'd make room for the rally leader up front. G-Bus. There's a Pakal right there. A Teltakeda rally. And boys, I mean, you don't have to swarm it, but you guys are going to run out of open field real quick. Teltakeda will get wrecked in here, but it's a draining game, right? An hour and 20 minutes every single time troops get taken out in here from fighting. Bad idea, brother. Bad idea. Yep, you don't want to be doing that. Good breakup. Nice. 10 out of 10 on that one. Perfect scenario for the boys in SG34. They're holding. But it's about to not get fun. Where is the cloud that was just here? Gilgamesh is good or no? Yeah, he's good. He good, he good. Here comes the cloud. What up, Dupla? How are ya? Here comes the cloud. Watch the Pakal Heralds get swarmed out the wazoo and trade positively like crazy. People will not just leave that Pakal Herald on the field, right? For the record, leave the Pakal Herald on the field. It won't do that much damage. Swarming the life out of him, he'll do so much more. Leave him. Don't hit him. Not worth. Not worth. Well, he's from BF too. Big problem for this fort. This fort is going to be challenging. Someone got out of the fort. The worst thing you can do. The worst thing you can do is get out of the fort. The fort has to stay 100% max. Look at what happened. Someone got out. Timer went up. Why are people leaving the fort? Are you not building it? Is this like a game over? You're not building the fort? Micro optimizing the fort is going to cost you so much. So much. We were at 122 earlier. 129 now. What up, MC? How are ya? I don't understand matchmaking sometimes. There is no way to understand it. Just gotta go with it. What up from 945? How are ya? Nagari? Ada? Nigiri, like freaking eel? There's very little left in here from SG. I mean, these guys need to look at the cloud. Look at the cloud. They're just grouping up, and then they're gonna push clear the open field, rally, and it's over. Is he rallying, or is he getting scouted? Looks like he's rallying. Infantry rally? Pakal Herald rally? Nope, not rallying. Maybe rallying. There it goes. First good move is to get off of their territory. You don't want to be fighting on their territory. Extra buffs for them. What up, LXF? How are you? Now you guys are messing up. Now you guys are messing up. The guys in VF need to just push. They're letting the timer go down. You guys need to push. Take the negative trades, but clear them off the field, and then you have the rally and swarm on the fort, and it's over, right? Unless they do that, or else it's a nightmare. I don't know what the VF56 is waiting for, really. They have the numbers, and they have the quick refills. Ooh, Miso. I know Miso. X JWM. Or X UCS, one of the two. Nasty player. Nasty player. Look at now SG slowly getting here, like at the reinforcements making it in. I don't understand. What? I mean, if this fort builds, VF are very screwed. Very, very, very screwed. They allow it to build. Because then this is in trouble too. Now that'll be built first. That's okay. How about you? That'll build first too. The good consolation prize is the fact that unless it's... No, it's maxed. Yeah, so no consolation prize. I thought it would take some of the territory of this fort away, but it's not. I mean, now SG is here in full force. I don't know what VF is waiting for, but it's a shame. They could have cut off what was here and then refilled. More comes in. Cut off that. Keep rallying. Fort done. And now they're going to face like something that is at their strength, if not even stronger than them. So it's going to take a lot more to get rid of these guys now. Nice, dude. Gotta clear the fog again. But hopefully by the time I get there, they'll actually do something. If this is a stalemate, it's a W for the fort dropping. Because that fort is going to burn for at least 2 days if they don't defend it at all. And it doesn't matter what they try to do, how much they burn it. It's just going to be 2 days where there's consistent harassment there. And the most important thing is that there is 2 days in which these guys are going to have access to that bastion, which you really don't want to give them access to that if you can. But by the looks of it, these guys are willing to give it up. That's really the big killer. That's the big killer, right? Is if this fort builds, it's on the bastion, and at that point, 2 days is enough if you do 15 Bastion quests there to take that Bastion, let's go check which one it is, if it's a really important one. That can be a huge disadvantage if these guys unlock the skill and then lose the Bastion. It's like, okay, don't care, we got it. So I really don't know what these guys are waiting for. It's a Archers, Leunius. Ooh. For Archer rallies, this is gonna be good. Did SG really do the push instead of S? Oh my god. Oh boy. Is VF the non-Imperium? Are they the non-Imperium? Are they scared of fighting an Imperium? Is that what's going on? They are the non-Imperium. Okay. And they're going up against... Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, this is not gonna end well for these guys. They're gonna lose that ability. They might be able to catch this Bastion because they're gonna do the same thing as these guys did, which is drop a fort on it. So they'll be able to get that skill. But I don't know why they cowered it out of coming out as a unit, and they allowed this to build up. That's very, very sad. That's unfortunately very sad. All right, boys and girls, I'm gonna head out of here. This is boring. All due respect to VF56, they really blew their chance to get something done here. I really don't know why they didn't just get rid of these real quick and then take the field and reach a point where all of the reinforcements come in one by one. They could have gotten rid of this fort. They could have gotten a handle on this. They just don't want to. Chat. Ronnie is streaming. Let's go raid Ronnie, chat. Let's go raid Ronnie. Let's go ahead and get that Gecko raid going. Hashtag Gecko raid in his chat. I'm gonna post his link right now. Let's go raid Ronnie. I haven't watched a Ronnie stream in a while. I mean, he's back to his backwards hat and whatnot. Do the hashtag Gecko raid in his chat. I want to see tons of Gecko raids in his chat right now. Go. The legend is streaming. I'm gonna go watch him while eating some dinner. Chat, again, I appreciate everything who dropped like on the stream. Subscribe down below. Shout out to Scarface and Tamir for the super chats. Appreciate you guys for the extra love. Take care. Have a great rest of your week. I'll see you guys in a video tomorrow, probably on Wednesday too, on Friday too. Saturday stream like we always do, and we go from there. Take care. Have a good one. I really want to see tons of Gecko raids, boys and girls. I don't see them. I want to see them. Go. I'm gonna watch Ronnie stream for a little bit and make sure that you guys are rating it nicely. I want to see the chat full of Gecko raids. Don't spam though, but you know what I'm saying. I want to see all of y'all out there. He's fighting right now, so go. Do. I want to see a little bit of Gecko raids in his chat before I leave. Come on. There you go. Devil's going strong. Queen Lucy, where's that hashtag Gecko raid? You little. Come on, boys. We're better than only devils, right? We're better than that. You guys can all just smash just quickly. Hashtag Gecko raid. So he get ourselves out there with a man. Maybe not. Maybe all of you are asleep. Maybe. All right, boys. Take care. Have a good one. And ladies, see ya. Peace. Bye. No Gecko raid.